What is up, guys and gals? Welcome to episode number 226 of the Nonsense Review. That's right, we've got one episode for each guitar string changed in an hour.
Wow, is that a world record, I'm assuming?
It is indeed. It was set by Thomas Ilkman in the US of A in 2018, and boy, is that a useless record.
Yeah, a little bit, but good job.
Oh, it's one of those where he runs a music shop. It's entirely promotion.
Yeah, sure, entirely.
But, you know, in case people don't know, Guinness World Record is to promote people. It's not a real record-keeping business. Like, they have records you can't challenge.
Yeah, because they're no longer accepting things for that record. Like, some of them, there's a good reason for that. It's because the record itself is of particular danger in health to the person doing it.
Yes.
Or creature. They're no longer accepting fattest pet, for instance.
I know for a fact that they no longer accept loudest concerts, etc., because it's a huge public health and safety issue. I also think Man of War broke that record like 4 times in a row.
Yeah.
But yeah, they don't accept for that. They don't accept for anything that puts your health at risk, such as obesity in general. You know, those are good reasons. But again, Guinness World Records should have a little asterisk next to them that says, we think this is the world record. This is the one we're choosing to endorse.
Yeah, and for things like that, they do actually just say, we are no longer accepting records. Because I remember reading a world records book, like, in the 90s, that already had that.
I mean, I remember those used to be, like, the most sought-after books in school. Like, in the library, they were always permanently taken out, and to this day, I don't know why. They weren't the most well-written things.
Oh, no, it's just trivia. And it's easily quantifiable trivia for a kid. Like, if a kid just reads that and just absorbs 10 pieces of information, that's 10 quiz questions they're going to get right at some point in their life, hopefully.
I'm convinced that the reason why kids in particular enjoyed the Guinness World Book of Records is because, 1, they are always shiny.
Yeah.
And 2, in our school, there was a kid who had the unfortunate reality of his face was identical to the face of the man with the widest chest.
Chest man.
Well, because
man with the widest chest.
I want to
Fantastic.
This was a morbidly obese man, like worse than you or I by 10 times over. And the reason why he had the widest chest is because he was probably the fattest man at one point. And he looked identical to this poor fucking kid, and he got bullied like fuck for it. It was a real like, ooh, that's unfortunate. That's real unfortunate. But anyway,
sure.
On that fucking bright note, Rick, you're Rick and I'm Devon.
Hello, everybody.
Today we are doing a blast from the past. We're going to look at Dave the Barbarian. For those of you who don't know, it is a cartoon from the Disney, originally airing on the 23rd of January 2004. It ran for a total of 21 episodes and only a single season, although like many cartoons, it adopts the 1 episode 2 segments approach. So while it was 21 episodes, it was more like 42.
Yeah, 42 stories, 21 episodes.
Absolutely.
I remember this incredibly fondly. This was during my cartoons can still be fun phase of, yes, we don't have to make everything anime anymore.
That's something exclusive to you, and like
no, it's not. A lot of nerds go into Western shit is shit phase, and unless they are immature, they sometimes don't come out of it.
Yes, we know someone like that. I'm just saying this is exclusive. This is exclusive to your part of the millennial age bracket, is what I was going to say, but you cut me off.
Sure.
Because I had a period where I was like, cool, anime's cool. You can't get it in this country, so fuck it. It was very difficult to watch in England in the fucking late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, I remember my first proper anime, which was also my first manga that I bought, was Excel Saga. And the way that I watched it was on the Sci-Fi Channel at 5 a.m. So I'd wake up at 5 a.m., see if I could record it on VHS, normally fail, and and go from there. And then about 4 months later, I was finally able to import an American DVD box set of it.
Rick came from a background of privilege where he'd do that.
I saved up quite an amount for that, and also VLC Media Player lets you play any DVD from any region, which is great.
What year was this?
2006.
You made it sound way earlier. You would have been easily a teenager by then.
2004, sorry. Yeah, 2004. 2004, 5-6 was when I was at uni. Yeah.
Okay, you were at uni. I was 12.
Yeah.
You got to be better with your timeline. I'm younger than you by a fair margin, unfortunately.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I was like a very late teenager approaching 20, and anime was available, just difficult.
Okay, but you made it sound like you were a child, which means for you a child, for me that's late 90s for you, but for me as a child it was early 2000s, because I don't remember much pre 9/11.
Yeah. Me as a like an actual child, like kids running around at Naruto age wearing Naruto costumes. No, that didn't happen. We didn't have that.
Oh, I didn't have that either. That came after me. We were still on Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, the only thing that was like technically anime back in those days for us was Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon later, and technically Speed Racer, but we didn't know that was anime until later.
Well, no one knew Dragon Ball Z was anime when it was airing.
Yeah, because it didn't look like other anime.
But we didn't have other anime!
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah.
Dave the Barbarian. Fucking stupid tangent.
Yes.
The reason why I remember Dave the Barbarian, it was when I was watching it, it was part of the late night, just before the channel went off the... Channels used to go off the air, guys. Before the channel off the air would happen, and it was in the same block as Lloyd in Space, which is why I remember that show as well.
Yeah, and, dude, I remember these theme tunes so well, and it just comes up in my mind every time I'm thinking, am I going to roll a barbarian today?
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dave the Barbarian, created by I'm going to butcher this guy's surname, Doug Lagdale. He's got his fair share of winners. He's written for Ozzy and Drix, as well as the House of Mouse and Buzz Lightyear of Star Command. We've watched 2 of those on the channel before.
We have, and there's a bunch of things in there that the large barrel-chested man is a through line.
Interestingly enough, he is also credited as the creator of the Earthworm Jim TV series. Now, I read this and I thought, bullshit. So a little bit of digging reveals that what people mean when they say this is he helped heavily adapt it into the TV format. Which, fair enough, I still wouldn't phrase it as the creator of the TV series, though.
Yeah.
The voice cast is pretty standard fare. We've got Danny Cooksey voicing Dave. He's a solid VA, providing the voice of Milo in Pepper Ann, and Jack Spicer in Shaolin Showdown.
Jack Spicer!
We've got Tress MacNeille as Fang, probably best known as Dot from Animaniacs, and a return of Johnny Bravo himself. Jet Bennett is the narrator.
Yes. Oh, man. Yeah, it's just an all-star cast of fun things.
Absolutely. There's also some episodes with guest spots from well-known VAs. You've got Richard Horowitz and Phil Lamar appearing in certain episodes, so you know they had the talent. For a little context, this show broadcast here in the UK on the Disney Cinemagic channel. It's been long fucking dead. It pretty much got terminated as soon as Disney Plus became a thing.
Yeah. Disney XD is the other option of that, I believe.
Yeah, that's also gone now.
Yeah.
But yeah, as for why it only had 1 season, a little digging says that allegedly Disney wanted a whole new block of cartoons, so Dave the Barbarian kind of got dropped really quickly in favour of repositioning animators. There is a little bit of information saying that a bunch of the team moved from Ness to Brandy and Mr. Rogers, but then looking into it, that show came out before this, so I don't know how the fuck that's meant to work.
Yeah.
So I think that's just hearsay, but I couldn't find a source to take that with a grain of salt. That's about all the background information I've got on Dave the Barbarian. Tangent about anime aside, those of you who are unfamiliar with the show, congratulations. We like to talk about our weeks and the goings-on in the wide-wide universe before jumping into the reaction and review itself. So with that in mind, Rick, how's your week been, buddy?
Well, we've got 2 weeks to talk about, and a couple of things have happened. 2 Sonic the Hedgehog things. 3, actually, because one of them is just a little fun thing. First of all, he has officially joined the McLaren F1 team.
What does that mean, Rick?
I got an email from Sega saying that Sonic is now a partner of McLaren, as Sega are sponsoring them, and he is showing up in their branding from now on.
I mean, fine, it's a perfectly natural thing to pair Sonic up with as an F1 fucking racing team. I still think it's weird.
It is, but it's a nice little bit of fun. The other thing that happened with Sonic is that the secret lair drop happened. This is the first time I've actually gone in on this. The Magic the Gathering card micro mini sets, where you don't even get a set, you just get like 5 or 6 cards.
I was going to say, I don't think you can call it a set when a set has like 400 plus cards, and this has like 6.
Yeah, you pay an exorbitant amount of money. You will eventually get your little pack of cards. It's a predetermined pack of those specific cards, with one additional bonus one that we don't know what the bonus one is, but that's got a chance of being something ridiculously expensive as well, but that's not what you buy it for. Unless the Final Fantasy ones, where one of them is worth like $1,000. And yeah, I got the one that's just characters. I'm not getting the one that's just reprints of things that already exist, because those already exist in the world. I'm getting the character ones that are all interesting and new and interesting and fun. The downside of that is you had to wait in a line for the privilege of being allowed to buy it in a 10-minute period after you got out of the line, and it didn't tell you how long the line was, other than that it was more than an hour. So that was a pain in the arse.
Okay, sure, that's a bit of a pain, but at the same time, it's a better method than most to avoid scalpers.
Yep. There's also a limit of 2 per customer.
I mean, it's still no defense against bots, but, there are plenty of scalpers who are just lazy and won't bother going through the bot. If you make the steps, or rather the hoops, more challenging than not at all, you will get rid of some people.
Yeah, and I think part of it behind the scenes is that accounts that already exist have an easier time.
Well, hopefully so.
So accounts that were created on the day might have a bit more of a difficult time getting through the jumping through the hoops, as it were.
But it's a bit odd though, because people who are fans of Sonic are not automatically fans of MTG, and they might just want the Sonic thing. So it's one of those. It's not a perfect method.
Yeah, and I just sent you a little tidbit, a little interaction with another creature. Someone saying, guys, Magic the Gathering lets you make Sonic pregnant just by giving all creatures offspring too. Makes everything pregnant. But yes, the other things that have happened as a combination of World and me is that I went to see the Superman movie as well now.
Yeah, that's...
I know you've now seen.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I saw it before you, didn't I?
You did.
Yeah. I was going to see this on opening day, but the guy I normally go with was like, I don't want to. And I went, fine, but we've got to see it opening weekend. And we did. As I left the house, my brother said, are you going to watch Superman? I said, yes. And he said, cool. My mate went to see it, and he said there was no plot. And I went, okay. And then I watched the movie, and I was like, did we watch the same movie?
Yeah. What I'd say it's more about the character interactions than the plot itself.
Okay, but it has a plot.
Oh, yes.
Saying it has no plot means there's no story, but there is a story being told here.
Yeah, there is a story. Maybe the focus is more on you getting to know this iteration of the world than what's actually happening, but that's okay, especially for something like this, which is a more light-hearted but also heartfelt, high-quality version of their universe, which they're trying to establish, while also pulling in things that are very definitely already there, like not Homelander.
This is a spoiler for Superman
John
movie,
Cena.
guys.
Yeah, John Cena is on the telly.
Well, yeah, but again, this is the first proper movie in the James Gunn version of the DC universe.
Yeah,
it's good. I'm glad they skipped the bullshit and didn't bother fucking doing a whole origin story for Superman. It's Superman. Everybody knows what Superman's deal is. It's the same thing they did in Marvel with Spider-Man. There's a throwaway line where Spider-Man goes, I got bit by a spider. That's all you need.
Yeah. There's like 3 lines on screen. 3,000 years ago. Blah, 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 Kryptonians.
They didn't even need that bit. It wasn't about Kryptonians. It just said metahumans.
Yeah. 30 years ago, Superman came. 3 years ago, Superman started being Superman. 3 minutes ago, he lost. That's pretty much it. And, it starts with what we saw in the trailer, with him being his ass beat on the snow.
Yeah, I had no idea who
the
fuck the Hammer of Barovia, or whatever the fuck the country's called. I was like, I don't know who this character is. I've never heard of this before. And then as soon as it was like, by the way, he's being completely controlled by Lex, it's like, oh, okay, they're just doing this again. That's fine.
Yep. Yeah, Lex Luthor has manufactured a hero to be an arsehole. Yep. So, yeah, I enjoyed it. interesting to see what they do with this version of the universe. It's nice to see things in an undeveloped state that already has some legs. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I played the Spider-Man Sony games, and it does the exact same thing where it's like you start as Spider-Man in an established universe where Spider-Man's been a thing for a while. Like, it's so less boring than starting from scratch every single fucking time.
It's why people like starting at level 3 instead of level 1.
Why have you got to make everything D&D related?
Nerd.
It's very annoying. Like, not everything's D&D. It's like those fucking fan people who are like, oh, what if Pirates of the Caribbean was just a really, really lucky rogue in a D&D game? And it's like, cool, you have no fucking imagination, eh?
Yeah.
Anyway, I enjoyed it. I like Superman just being nothing but hopeful and smiling and happy. I've watched The Boys with Homelander, and it's weird how another piece of media can make Superman great, because Superman gets fucking rubbish thrown at him. There's a scene in The Boys where Homelander gets shit chucked at him and he goes mental and kills people, and Superman just keeps walking and walks away. It's so telling. I was also super hyped for Guy Gardner being in this, because Guy Gardner, he's not my favourite Green Lantern because he's a dick, but he's a very entertaining character because he's that person where he's a good guy, he's fundamentally on the side of good, but he'll do some dirt.
Yeah, like, for instance, micro spoiler, one of the things he uses when he's using his Green Lantern construct is he creates massive middle fingers.
That's, I noticed that during that scene as well, and I'm like, that's such a fucking Guy Gardner thing to do. But yeah, I was really interested in Guy Gardner from the trailer, because they showed that scene in the trailer where all the people are banging on the walls while Superman's in mid-mental breakdown, and the first thing Guy Gardner does is doesn't even break stride, just fucking shuts out all the noise. It's like, nah, fuck this, we're in a chat now.
Yeah, everything's green. We're having our nice little enclosed area. How are you doing, man? And he also doesn't look like Nathan Fillion.
Oh, he does.
Like, I had to really look at his face to realize that it was him, because it was very definitely his voice, but like the hair makes it just that little bit different, you know?
The iconic Guy Gardner hairstyle.
Yeah,
Guy Gardner's a douche. The entire Guardian, the Justice Gang, were pretty cool. Mr. Terrific's actor fucking nailed it. He was awesome, and I wasn't expecting Hawk Girl to be so Hawk Girl.
Yeah, she's a lot more screamy than I was expecting.
Oh yeah, she'd be like that. I said to the chap who I went to see the film with, I was like, man, I know Hawk Girl be like that, doesn't have qualms with killing people like a certain Superman does, but I was not expecting her to drop a motherfucker.
No, a named character as well.
He needed to go. I was happy she did it, but I wasn't expecting her to do it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, me either.
Yeah. You stay for the post-credits?
Yes. Yeah. Yes, there are 2 post-credits things.
Okay, they say 2, but one of them isn't even a scene, it's just Superman and Krypto.
Yeah, after Krypto gets picked up, they still hang out. And the other one being I can be such a dick sometimes. I'm sorry about that.
It's just another moment of like, Superman could be such an arsehole, but what he considers being arseholish behaviour is being slightly perfectionist.
Yeah, good old super dickery.
Yeah, I love Superman. I like it when Superman prioritizes life. I don't agree with him trying to find a way to pacify the giant demon, but I'm glad that Superman was trying to pacify the giant demon creature instead of instantly trying to kill it.
Sure.
Well, yeah, because it's what Superman should do. Superman cares.
Yeah, he does, and he's the only one that really wants to, and everyone else is like, no, we killed the thing.
Rick, he saved a squirrel.
He did.
If Superman can save something, he will save something. That's the point.
Yeah, it's rather cute.
It's even the core conflict of why he's in the shit books in the first place, where we see it in the trailers where he yells and goes, people are going to die. That's why he stopped this international conflict, which by American laws he shouldn't have done, but as he points out, he's not technically American. He belongs to the world.
Yes, absolutely. He's he considers himself a child of Earth more than anything else, even though he does sometimes just say, truth, justice, and the American way.
Well, he doesn't say that here. That's an old DC comic thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, Superman was good. We've got a Green Lantern movie coming. We've got Supergirl coming. So plenty of stuff coming from DC. I hope they don't do the Marvel thing of releasing 4 fucking films in a year.
Yeah, I kind of hope they don't do the Marvel thing of making everything required reading as well.
Okay, but at the same time, Green Lanterns probably should be required reading. There are certain things that should be required.
Yeah, if it's one of your main Avengers Justice League members, you probably should see their movie. If it's Jeff, the person that they met one day on while they were at the restaurant, that might be more of a thing that you'd put as a series, and that tends to be the ones that end up being really good. But oh well.
That's not true. Miss Marvel was crap. All the TV Marvel programs were crap. I liked Falcon and Winter Soldier. WandaVision had its moments, but was overall not great.
Sure.
I know you're a lot higher on the Marvel TV shows than I am, but for the most part, they're not good.
Yeah, fair enough.
But you can say that about most of their movies nowadays.
Yeah, and the last thing about Superman is that Dean Cain, the Smallville Superman, thinks Superman is woke now because James Gunn called him an immigrant.
What?
Yeah. James Gunn says that Superman is an immigrant because, that's literally his story. And the Smallville Superman actor doesn't like this. He says that Superman is woke now because apparently he never read the script.
No, the Smallville actor is saying that because he's no longer Superman and he's butthurt he doesn't get a paycheck anymore.
Well, yeah, that too.
Like that's...
But he wasn't Superman since before this. He wasn't Superman since Henry Cavill.
Yeah, but that was okay because that was dark and moody and Snyder.
Yeah. Oh well.
Well, how did you even get this story fed to you? Because I care about Superman and I didn't even hear about this.
I can't remember, but I think it might have been probably Kotaku.
Kotaku, that trusted source of wealth and knowledge.
Yes, the bastion of intellectual journalistic integrity.
Now, I don't agree with what this soundbite says by any means, because Superman. Bear in mind, woke is a buzzword for that crowd now for anything I don't like. So I super find it believable, but I want a bit more context than just a single soundbite.
Yeah, the woke is a really useful dog whistle, and that it tells you what side someone is on. If someone is using it, they're normally horrible.
Here's the thing: I've never once used the word woke to describe something. And I've never used anyone else calling something woke to dictate my opinions on what I think of that thing. So it's a real meaningless word to me. Yeah.
The same thing has been reported in The Guardian as well, so it's available.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying I would want more than just a single soundbite. There has to be more explanation than none.
Sure. Unfortunately, The Guardian is one of those disable your ad block or subscribe. So I'm not getting the full article there.
So wait, did Kotaku just take one fucking quote from an article some fucker read?
Well, they reproduced the thing that became the article. And I just googled it to see if I could reproduce it myself. And he goes, the American way is the character stands for is tremendously immigrant friendly, but cautions there has to be limits.
Yeah, you're not allowed to be brown.
Yeah. How woke is Hollywood going to make this character? How much is Disney going to change their Snow White? Why are they going to change these characters to exist for the times?
Why the fuck did he bring up Disney's Snow White?
I don't know.
She was white.
Yeah.
What do you want, motherfuckers?
It's in her name.
Do you want to paint her like a fucking ghost? You can only be so white.
Yeah.
I hate this fucking world, man. What a So he just went off on a rant. No one poked him with a question.
Yeah, so it would seem.
Weird.
Yeah, but oh well. And the last thing is that we finished our co-op Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough as of last night with a good old Ascended Astarion and me with my good guy Gale, and it was a fun time was had by all.
Why would you be good guy Gale if you've Ascended Astarion? Why not be God Gale?
Because we got to the end and we were struggling with the final boss. I was like, no, let's blow it up.
Wait, so you killed yourself?
Yep.
Oh, okay, so you didn't get a good ending at all then.
Oh, Gale didn't get a good ending. The rest of the world did.
Yeah, but you're Gale, so therefore you didn't get a good ending.
Yeah, and you get to show up at the final party as a little ball of light. All you can do is click the button to listen into people's conversations, and also you can move items around like a poltergeist.
What a great fucking ending.
Yeah. And if you do, other characters come and see what happened. Like, ooh, what happened? There is a bug, however, because you can't get rid of the Necromancy of Thay book if it's in your inventory. It's the only thing that doesn't get removed from your inventory. So you can open it up and Gale pops back into existence to read the book. And then leaves again. It's really funny. But yes, that's it for me and mine. How have you been? What have you seen?
Well, on a personal note, I bought both a TV and a grill.
Did you? What'd you get?
I got a grill. It's a George Foreman. I've been looking for pretty much every excuse to grill food since I bought it, as you do.
Cool.
I wasn't going to buy a TV. I was going to buy a sound bar and then eventually buy another TV, but it turns out the TV, they knocked 50 quid off it when you're buying a sound bar, and I went, fuck it. So I bought a TV that is identical to my old TV, except now it is a smart TV.
Yep. There's, same as the old one, but 10 years newer.
Yeah, because effectively, I don't watch TV anymore. All of my quote-unquote TV is either YouTube, Netflix, or Disney+. Those are the things I watch. So I got rid of the TV box in my room and saving however much money on a fucking... Because the household pays for an extra box, and now we don't, because I got rid of the box, because I was just using the box to watch the apps. So why the fuck should I pay for this?
Yeah, to supply the apps. Yeah.
Yeah, it was either that or have my PC on, which in the summer is not a good idea because it heats the room up to fucking shit million degrees.
Yeah, and as far as I'm concerned, that's also it's a noise thing as well. Like my PC, you can't turn the fans off.
That's adorable.
And you wouldn't want to.
Mine's not. Mine's either not powerful enough or it doesn't make enough heat to make the fans go at fucking gigawatt speeds.
Yeah, this one, the cooling isn't good enough to not run the fans.
That's not good.
Yeah. Oh well. My dad has exactly the same processor, and it's got a massive fucking heatsink on it, so the entire thing can run entirely fanless apart from the power supply.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I've only got fans as cooling on my PC, but I'd have to double check.
Yeah, this one's just fans as well. I haven't been using liquid cooling since I built this thing the way that it is right now.
Since you fucked it up, gotcha. Okay.
Okay. I didn't fuck it up.
Okay, sure.
Although it took us like 4 attempts to rebuild it before we found out that the reason it was fucked up was because one of the radiators had a hole in it.
Mm-hmm, okay.
But yes.
Yep, okay, cool, yep.
Yeah, so Telly and Grill.
Yeah, Telly and Grill. Man, that's a name for a pub, ain't it?
Pretty much is, isn't it? Oh, I'm going down Telly and Grill. Oh, they got the match on. Oh, I don't got match on at home. Oh no, I don't pay for Sky.
Yeah, I don't watch sport. That's another thing as well. I don't watch sport, so it's even more useless to have a fucking, it's not cable nowadays, but cable subscription.
Yeah, cable box, Skybox, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Virgin in my household because we're in one of those areas, Rick.
Yeah, where because you can get Virgin, it's the most economical way of getting all of that shit.
Pretty much. But yes, in other news, I haven't finished Dave the Diver yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm on the final mission. But more importantly, it means I've now played all of the Dave the Diver DLCs.
Yeah, it's so weird how much interesting DLC they've got.
Yeah, because they're all crossovers.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm just going to go through these one by one. I did the Godzilla one first. Now, I want to point out, I didn't choose the order. The game just throws them at you. So Godzilla was first. Godzilla hides in a cave. You find Godzilla. You get access to a submarine for a mini mission, and then it ends with you controlling Godzilla as you fist fight Ebera, who is a giant lobster monster.
Yeah.
It's a fun little mini game. It's great. I will say, Dave the Diver's got this really annoying habit of just throwing you in random gameplay when you don't expect it.
Sure. Okay.
Which is fine, but if you're like me and you've suddenly got a bad back and you want to have a fucking walk to work out the kinks, you're like, cool, I'll just get to my phone in game so I can save and quit. Oh, I've got a mini game sequence. Oh, it's going to last 10 minutes. Anyway, but yeah, Godzilla was great. It was fun. Once you beat that section, you unlock a mini quest, which is 20 toy kaiju are now lost in the deep blue hole. So you've got to find them all. So you can collect little Godzilla and King Ghidorah figures.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's very cute. I then did the Dredge DLC, which it just turns the game into Dredge.
Sweet.
At night time the mist rolls in and you get told, by the way, you get these hooded cloaked figures visiting at nights like this, and it gives you the Dredge gameplay screen to move the boat to a location to pick where to dive, and boy, if you had to dive in Dredge it would be terrifying.
Oh boy, yes.
But yeah, you can catch special fish, the aberrations from the Dredge game, and you can make sushi out of these special fish that you can only serve to the hooded figures, and they pay a fuck ton of money, so it's a good night to have. You make a lot of cash. Any fish you don't sell as sushi, the travelling merchant from Dredge will just buy from you from the end of the night. So it's just pure profit, but also good advertisement for Dredge.
Sweet, good stuff.
And last but not least, I played the actual DLC I paid for, the Like a Dragon crossover with Ichiban.
Yeah, this one is one that I thought... isn't this like the main reason that you got this? Was the, like you knew it was going to get an Ichiban DLC?
No, by the time I figured out Dave the Diver existed, it long had these DLCs.
Okay.
Yeah, I pretty much got interested in Dave the Diver when I played Dredge and finished Dredge, and I was like, man, wonder what games are like Dredge. Oh, it had a crossover with Dave the Diver. Cool. I'll put that on my wish list, and I grabbed it during the summer sale, as loyal listeners will remember. So
Yeah,
the Ichiban DLC is great because you got the barman and Ichiban visiting your sushi restaurant. You have some beef with these guys that you've been pretty much beefing with the entire game, and you get to do basically a micro I've forgotten fucking beat 'em up game. What's the name of that popular beat 'em up game? Fucking Double Dragon.
Oh yeah. Oh, Like a Dragon.
No, not Like a Dragon. That's the game he's from. Double Dragon.
Yeah, Double Dragon is a beat 'em up game. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like your old
side-scrolling beat 'em up.
Yeah, your old side scrollers. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Blimey. You get a Double Dragon-esque game where you control Ichiban and the old guy that's basically been funding the entire operation until now. You lose against the final boss of the dungeon, only for Majima to randomly burst in, and now you control Majima.
Yeah.
Dave the Diver knew what people wanted from a crossover DLC. So yeah, you beat the final boss as Majima. You go back up top. You do a pretty much standard feeding quest for the bartender, and once you feed him the noodles, you get to play the karaoke game from Like a Dragon.
Sweet.
So yeah,
good stuff.
You get a full song. You get it in Dave the Diver graphics, and then it cuts at the end of the song to just straight up the fucking FMV from the game.
Bakamitai.
Yeah, except you're playing the song Judgment, not Bakamatai, because that's Kirio's song.
Yeah, fair enough.
But yeah, it's great. It feels like a Yakuza side mission, the Yakuza crossover DLC, as it should have.
Good stuff.
It does tell me that I've also unlocked new staff members for my kitchen, but I've not actually paid for them yet in game, not with additional currency. So we'll see where that goes. It's probably the last time I'm going to bring up Dave the Diver, because the only thing I've got left to do really is beat the game itself.
Sure, fair enough.
The other thing I did was I watched the Titan Netflix documentary.
Titan Netflix. Okay, so is this a documentary on the Moon Titan?
No, it's on the Titan submarine that blew up like 2 years ago.
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot that was what it was called.
Yeah, it's called I think they called it Titan specifically because of the Titanic, right?
Sure. Okay.
But yeah, I watched this documentary because I was fascinated by this when it first happened. All of the YouTube, I'm using air quotes here, documentaries focused on the people who were on board when it imploded and didn't really do much digging into the company itself. This documentary is pretty much just telling you everything that happened in the inquest.
Yeah. Like I remember people went, oh well, they made it into. That's what you get when you like try and control it with a Logitech controller, and the Logitech controller was like the least, the thing that failed the least out of everything.
Okay, the Logitech controller bothers me a lot, not because it didn't have anything to do with the actual ultimate implosion, but the thing that bothered me the most is, and I'm sure it bothered you as well, Rick, is it was fucking wireless.
Yeah. So, oh shit, like you need wired things to not go wrong. Like, okay, like we know this. If there's a wireless something, that is a way for the wireless something to go wrong.
If you're playing a video game, who cares if it drops connection? Because it's like, oh well, usually the PlayStation's like, your controller has disconnected, so the game pauses while you fix it, so it's not a big deal.
Or your guy keeps running in the same direction until you correct it.
And it's really funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it's so baffling. I don't know about. I still don't have wireless headphones, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I just like having wired things. It feels better. Anyway, I digress. Yeah, the documentary is damning for Stockton Rush, who is the CEO who died on the Titan sub. He just ignored everything, and they've got video proof receipts that yes, he did in fact ignore everything. I will say big old asterisks here in that there are a lot of members of staff who I feel like dodged bullets.
Yeah, because they can always throw the guy who died under the bus.
Exactly. There's one head mechanic, the first one they had, engineer, I should say, who they had, who pretty much admits that he just went along with what Stockton said because he didn't have a spine.
Yeah, fair enough.
And, you know, he left the project before the actual catastrophic implosion, so he can't be blamed for that. But I feel like if Stockton didn't fire him, he probably would have still been in charge.
Yep, fair enough.
And the whistleblower is the guy who was originally meant to pilot the sub. He's British as fuck. There's a point in the documentary where he goes, he's just a wanker. And he goes, can I say wanker? Is that allowed? Is that okay here? It's so funny. But like, he was the first one who basically walked out of the project and said, this is stupid. He walked away because the documentary's like 2 hours long. I was originally going to listen to this while doing something else. And then it was like, no, I need to pay attention because they're going into such detail that I wasn't expecting. But he effectively walked away because Stockton Rush refused to get it certified by any meaningful or reputable source. So the guy who was going to drive the submarine went, okay, I'm going to test it then, and then had a massive fucking document saying this is everything that's wrong and we need to fix before we take people on it. And the response was Stockton fucking sacked him.
Yeah.
Make it make sense.
Yeah, oh well.
Yeah, it's very fortunate. This is going to sound really stupid. It's very fortunate for Stockton and for a lot of Ocean Gate employees that Stockton died on that submarine.
Yeah, it's, yeah. He would have been condemning other people to death if he'd have lived.
Well, it's not... I say that because if he was still alive, he would have the money to dodge any of the responsibilities. He'd be throwing everyone under the bus but him.
Yeah.
He's that type of person.
And probably getting other people killed on future expeditions.
No, he wouldn't be allowed to trade after this if he was still alive. There's no way they'd allow it. Because, okay, appreciate you might not know as much about the Titan sub, but for the Titan sub to work, they needed to charter a boat to take it to the place. Do you think any boat would have touched it after an incident like this?
Oh, money though.
No, because you risk your fucking career at best.
Fair enough.
Anyway, I'm just saying, this is all hyperbole anyway. There's no point in digging into it deeper. You ready for some news?
Let's go.
Rick, it really looks like Pirate Software is becoming a lolcow.
It does, and it sucks because, like, he was entertaining.
Was he? Because I only ever saw him through shorts, and he always came off as a bit of a douche.
Okay.
I'm asking.
I enjoyed the shorts.
I'm asking Rick because I've never seen him stream. I'm assuming you have seen him stream then.
I tend not to look at the streams. I enjoy the shorts, and I enjoy his. If I want to see Pirate Software stuff, I look at the Ferret streams.
Hey Rick, I've got a question for you. Where did he used to work?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think he ever mentions it.
Okay, so that's the thing this is why he's popped up back into my zeitgeist, is that a clip surfaced of him saying recently of like, yeah, everyone always brings up the fact that I used to work at Blizzard. I haven't worked there in years. I don't care. And I'm just sitting here thinking, I barely watch your content, and everything I've seen you in has you mentioning that you used to work for Blizzard. What the fuck are you on about?
Yeah, like he even says like, I don't even mention it, and then there's like a freaking 8-minute compilation of him just saying Blizzard.
Again, I want to point out, I don't have nearly as much of a hate boner as Reddit seems to have for him at the moment. But, yeah, he's not done himself many favours lately.
Yeah, it's because he's... he was employed by a company that would be negatively affected by Stop Killing Games.
He's making a game that would be negatively affected by Stop Killing Games.
Oh yeah, because frickin' Heartbound is always online, and that's the way that he does his anti-piracy.
But Rick, he's an elite hacker man. Surely he could find another way.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway, I digress. Again, I don't have... if anything, I'm apathetic towards Pirate Software. It's just because I wouldn't call myself a Redditor, but I use it a lot, and Reddit has a real hate boner for him, which means he's coming up on my fucking feed more often than I care for.
Yep.
Anyway, Rick, some tragic news that came in literally today. Phoenix Baumgartner has passed away.
Oh.
Do you know who this is?
No.
He made some big news in 2012. Does that help?
The only 2012 I can think of is Coney.
No, he's the fella who jumped from space.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was quite a groundbreaking moment. I remember it very clearly because it was a big fucking deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was 56 years old and has passed away after a paragliding accident, which at least he went out doing something he loved, is the only silver lining I can really think of.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah, I only bring it up because I imagine more people than not will recognise the name. So, yeah, that's quite sad. Rick, with Jurassic World Rebirth, Scarlett Johansson becomes the highest grossing lead actor with a $14.8 billion gross. Now, this article, I read this from... There are a few articles that have said the same thing, but they're all very unclear by what this actually means. It seems to mean that movies where she's been the lead actor in have made a total of $14.8 billion. However, they're counting a lot of MCU movies in that where she was not a leading role.
Yeah, like she was... The only one where she was the leading role was her own solo movie, and that was famously one that didn't make a lot of money because Disney didn't put it out at the cinemas for very long.
Yeah, and she threw a big old bitch fit over it, and rightly so. And I can't remember if she won that argument, but I'm pretty sure she did.
Like, the fact that there was an argument at all is kind of a win for her. It's kind of the lady who got her fanny fused shut by coffee at McDonald's was like the victim of a massive smear campaign by McDonald's.
Could have just said third-degree burns over her lower half. You didn't need to get quite so graphic.
I mean, if people don't know that, they kind of should know. That's exactly how, like, much of a problem it was for her.
Yeah, I'm not saying it wasn't a problem. I'm just saying I know we're an explicit podcast, but you don't need to go into medical details. Third-degree burns are bad enough.
Yeah.
Jesus. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. I will say I don't begrudge them still putting her on the top of the list because they include all the Marvel Cinematic movies for fucking Samuel L. Jackson, and he's a leading role in even less.
Yeah.
But you know, it's one of those. It's a very unclearly worded article. I'm taking it to mean that movies that she's been the lead actor in have made that amount of money because I don't think she's a billionaire.
Sure.
I guess we'll leave it at that.
Yeah. I don't think she's a billionaire either. I don't know if... actually, let's find out. Nah, 165 million.
Yeah, so it must be the gross of the movies she's been in and not what she's been paid. So yeah, that's all I'm reporting on because, you know, it was a story and it's interesting. I think it's the first time a woman's been on top of that list.
Yeah,
so
yeah, absolutely.
Even with the, again, it's fine because, like, Robert Downey Jr. and Samuel L. Jackson are, like, 2 and 3, and they're also got all the Marvel films added to their gross, so I'm not begrudging that. It's just, what a weirdly worded story, and how loose have you got to be for the definition of lead actor?
Yeah. Man, I thought she was quite a lot older than me. She's like 1 year older than me.
That's depressing, Rick. I've seen the two of you.
Yeah.
Rick, Fallout 5 has reportedly been greenlit.
Ah, sweet.
Is it sweet? Did you like Fallout 4?
For me it is. Yes, I did.
Oh, you're wrong.
I like the Fallout games. I only started at 3.
Well, yeah, so did most. No one goes back to 1 and 2. They're isometric and bad.
Yeah, they're very definitely an acquired taste but for a lot of modern gamers.
By the way, if you care enough, you can go on Good Old Games and get them for £1.
Oh yeah, if that. Quite often, they're the kind of things that quite often just go for free.
Possibly, it's Good Old Games. They still need to make money.
Yeah. But yeah, interested to see what they do with this. They've obviously done a lot of East Coast things for the Bethesda ones. New Vegas did, obviously the New Vegas area. That was the Obsidian one.
Oh, you mean the best one?
Yeah, the one that I've not played.
How have I played a Fallout you haven't?
Maybe because you found out that it was a good one.
Not gonna lie, I only picked it up because the Fallout show was good.
Yeah.
I don't like Fallout 4 and I don't like Fallout 3. Fallout New Vegas had an interesting setup, but even then, I'm like, oh yeah, I don't like playing these games.
Fair enough.
Last but not least, Rick, breaking news in Britain at least, 16 will be the new voting age by the time of the next general election.
Good. Because the last thing you want is for people to be voting for a war that they are going to get conscripted for.
I don't think anyone will be campaigning on war, Rick. It's very rarely a campaign point. Even Tony Blair did not get voted in saying, I'm going to help America invade Iraq. It just happened after he got in.
Yeah. It's one of those things. People think that if when you have a conscription age, it should be higher than the voting age.
I mean,
so the people that vote and have a say in the direction of the country should have a say in whether or not they get conscripted.
I don't think conscription should be a thing. Full stop, Rick.
Oh no, but sometimes like we are not in control of that.
Good luck conscripting me. That's fine.
Oh yeah,
I'll go to the Tower of London. That's fine.
Yeah. If I get conscripted, then the world is in a terrible place.
You're over 40. You can't do shit.
I'm not over 40 yet.
Aren't you?
No.
I thought you were 40. My bad.
No, not till the end of the year. Not till the end of the year.
Okay. So if we go by horse logic, you are 40.
If you go by horse logic, I'm over the age that I'm under.
Well, it's true, because horses' birthdays are all on the 1st of January. Well, it's not the 1st of January, it's like the 3rd because they're weird. But, it's the beginning of the year. All horses have the same birthday, that's the joke. Yeah, you could be... Imagine that being... You can have a horse that was born on December the 31st, and then 3 days later it's classed as being 1 year old. It's dumb.
Sure.
Anyway, I digress. Yeah, I think lowering the voting age makes sense because, to 16, I don't think it should be any lower than 16, because then you're actually dealing with children.
Yeah, I hope they don't end up running, child aimed campaigns to make sure that kids need to know. Oh man, the Conservatives are really cool now. You should vote for all these old men.
Well, Rick, I don't know if you remember, but like in the mid 2000s, there was a point where they did a rap to try and rope in the young voters. You should look it up. It's fucking terrible.
Yeah.
So funny though. But yeah, no, I could. They're definitely going to aim for these lower audiences because the lower age people are things might change. I'll admit, because now that the voting age is lowered, it actually matters. But there are plenty of 16, 17-year-olds who just don't pay attention to politics because they don't need to.
Yeah, they don't need to, and they basically can't affect anything until they're older anyway.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's going to change because by the time of the next general, they say they're going to lower it to 16, which, fantastic. I wouldn't be surprised if there are some sneaky little fucking campaign promises of like, hey, we'll lower the age of vaping to 16. Yeah. Shit like that.
Yeah.
But yes, anyway. That does it for the news. So, Rick, for the benefit of the audience and for me, what are we doing and count us in?
We're doing Dave the Barbarian! Episode 1, The Maddening Sprite of the Stump, and Episode 2, Shrink Wrap.
No. They're both Episode 1, Rick.
Well, Episode 1, Part 2. Okay. 3, 2, 1, and go!
Now, I remember two things from this cartoon. The first being this epic theme tune, and the second one being that Dave's sword is somehow related to Mjolnir.
Yeah, who she calls Molly.
Sure.
Yeah, so the sword is Lula, and Molly is Mjolnir. Yes, the land of Udrugoth.
Wait, you said land of Udrugoth as if you were going to make a point and then stop talking?
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember the... Shit, I forget the name of the potato creature, the little dragon.
Oh, I'm sure they'll tell you.
It's Scrump or something, I think. Oh no, that's Lilo's doll in Lilo and Stitch.
If I remember as well, I think Dave the Barbarian's the big joke is that he originally wanted to be a librarian and then settled for
Yes,
barbarian.
and he thought he was a barber. He thought he was a barber that cut hair,
Yeah.
a librarian that cut hair.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's definitely Johnny Bravo as a narrator.
Yes.
So that there's Dot, the little caveman.
Yeah. She's great. I think she's my favourite.
I was expecting the solution to just be eat it. It's a fucking muffin.
It is. I know Uncle Oswidge also has a thing. Whenever he does a poof, that's the voice actor also saying the word poof.
Okay. Did he just make it bigger?
He did.
Yeah. Yeah, I can hear that being like a sex thing. I'm gonna cut a muffin.
Yeah. Yeah. It does a bit, doesn't it?
Trying to be the limp dick loser that you are.
Yeah, if Fan can do it out of no problem, then it can't be that hard.
Well, it's literally the age-old fucking joke of, like, I cast fist.
Yep.
That's not how training works.
Yeah, this is going to be the entire thing now. Is just like Lula stuck in the stone and the log.
Well, it says Mandaling Sprite of the Stump as the title of the episode, so... I thought he just stunk.
Yeah, I thought he stunk. Like the stinky pits. Just get Candy to do it. Like, she's the actual true ruler right now.
Oh, she's not, though, is she? Because she literally just, like, you're in charge until we get back from the King and Queen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can relate far too easily to that.
Ugh.
I like how you got all these big buff men and then you just go like, I'm a gay biker.
I came to wait in line. I tried and failed t-shirt.
That is a great place to put your chiropractor business.
It is, yeah.
Ah, right, it's a scam then.
Yeah, if no one should.
Yeah.
I don't pretend to understand Brannigan's law, I merely enforce it. So he's it's a footstool. Okay, it's just a chair.
I don't like the fact that it's still got a chicken foot on.
Yeah, it's still got the he's got the toes and everything. Get baby birded.
Ugh.
Oh, shit, he's going to taste it as well. Oh, he got flossing, okay.
No. Honestly, the shrub was kind of cute.
It was. I was quite happy with the squid as well, but oh well.
That's not a real thing, is it?
Toe jam. Technically, yes, but you gotta have really bad feet for it to, build up between showers.
Not toe jam, fluff. How would you even get fluff between your toes?
I guess if you got, like, new socks. But he doesn't wear socks, so...
That's a gross creature, ain't it?
It is a bit.
Oh, it's literally just another muffin.
It's an additional muffin from the same packet. I'm pretty sure Oswich also has all my dollies are in there as another thing that he does later on in the same show.
Fair enough.
Oh, okay, so the entire family is the rightful ruler.
Maybe. Oh, it's all covered in moss and junk. That's dumb. Hey, nothing wrong with a crown.
Yeah, especially when you're, literally, princesses in your name. There you go, all my dollars are in there. Okay. Yeah, I've seen this episode before, it seems.
It's the first episode, it would make sense. They could do a Getsuga Tenchu. I mean, a little bit.
I didn't, apparently that was something that it just went over my head when I was a kid.
Yes. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Silly.
Oh, a supermarket, eh? Oh shit, it's Dave Filoni, storyboard artist.
Huh. Oh yeah, before Lady Gaga did it.
It's always leeches. Jeez. Rick, feel free to input at any point.
Yeah, man, if only that worked IRL. Good old leechosuction.
I mean, I quite like the Blackadder version of the joke where he goes and it's like, yep, I'm going to subscribe a bunch of leeches. Okay, so what is it? Put 2 on the Todger every day? And it's like, no, this isn't the Dark Ages. You have to eat them.
Shit, I forgot about that.
Because Blackadder's all paranoid that he might be gay, but the big joke being that the boy he loves is actually a girl, so it's okay.
Yeah, Bob.
Bob.
Yeah, Bob. His purpose in life is to be a self-help guru.
A psychogoobacologist.
A psychogoobacologist.
Oh, wow, he even wrote it like that. Awesome. I like how you've automatically got to get the shitty goatee if you're this type of person in a show.
Apparently.
I love this.
Yeah, how does not knowing make you feel? Yeah, it's just basically the serial escalation of kids asking you why.
It's worse than that, because it's like the pseudo-intellectual way of being like, look at me, I'm being smart by repeating the same question again and again. I did notice the horseshoes. Yep. Don't like that.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Lost her edge, yeah. Dull. Yeah, it makes them mad. Everything makes them mad.
Apparently that really can work, by the way.
Yeah, if you put effort into something, it makes you feel like you've succeeded at something, you know? And putting effort into screaming is something that kind of... You don't need to do a lot to do it.
I don't think that's the logic behind it, Rick, but okay. Funny thing is, saying he or she is a no-no nowadays.
Yeah.
When people are...
They shall pay.
When people are oversensitive idiots.
Yeah.
So Brian Blessed.
It sounds like him, but pretty sure it can't be.
No, it's not quite Brian Blessed. It sounded like it for a moment. Is that what potatoes look like to you?
To him, yeah. Well, a flying potato would.
They should not be yellow.
Yeah. Or have pig noses.
Rick, you got anything to add there?
Hey, I'm balding, not bald.
He said balding as well.
I also don't do comb over. Oh, good night blanket.
No, we want to bake.
Yeah, it makes the progress towards from like wants to destroy to is sure that he knows to destroy things.
There's no way that can be good, right?
Especially when there's a wooden frickin' cup.
I don't think the cups were wooden, were they? Just a device.
I think everything was wooden.
Where did that say slightly defective?
to make it cheap, I guess.
Oh, defective snacks. Oh, he's gonna shit so much.
Like, oh, he doesn't have feet, so he's lactose intolerant.
Well, he's also got a snake Noah half, which means he's got a cloaca, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna make that diarrhea even worse. Oh, cool, the good old Hulk method.
Yeah, like she's definitely the most powerful of the three of them.
Doesn't mean shit if you're never motivated.
True.
I like how he cares enough about his chicken to try.
Yeah.
Hypnosis? Damn it, I made the joke earlier about fucking baking.
Like crafting.
Uh-oh.
Mummy, quish my line, I lanky. I do like he actually kept the costume on the entire time.
Yeah, but so's Dave.
No, I meant Dave.
Oh, okay.
Like he kept the costume on for this entire sub episode.
Is this okay?
It's okay. It's okay. She just is Jewish. Don't worry about it.
I remember the fucking what the fuck do they call the Jewish Association to stop anti-Semitism in shows? Defamation League?
Yeah, okay.
The Anti-Defamation League, like, banned Rugrats because of Tommy's grandpa.
Yeah, who just so happens to be Jewish.
So how's this different?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's okay if they do that, we're not on the Love and Half.
Yeah.
That's literally the fucking logic, damn.
Yeah. Yeah, not our half. That's where Fang eats the chicken as well now, so.
I mean, I doubt it. I think you're a bit behind me as well. Oh, you can play the trumpet.
Barbarian.
Oh, Mark McShane was in there as well. As far as voice actors go.
Okay.
Was Lady Gaga around back then? Why else would they do the meat dress joke?
No, this predated Lady Gaga.
Weird.
The meat dress was like 7-8 years later.
Well, yeah, this was 2004. That's what I'm saying. Does anyone even remember when Lady Gaga was known for dressing like a twat?
Let's find out.
No, I'm not asking for the year, Rick. I'm said, does anyone even remember when she was more known for dressing like a twat than for her music?
I mean, she was always known for the music. It's just that the meat dress was, it got on the front page.
Well, so did most of her outfits, because I remember, granted, not the most reliable paper in the world, but like the tabloids like The Sun and the Star and stuff would always have her on the front page being like, Look at this ridiculousness, and it's all nonsense. Anyway, Rick, what did you think of the episode?
It was kind of cute. It's maybe not the best episode of Dave the Barbarian ever, but, first episodes rarely are. I remembered the all my dollies are there in there joke more than the rest of the episode, so maybe I liked the gags rather than the plot.
What plot?
In general.
The plot was minimal at best. The plot was, here's Monster of the Week, here's A, and here's B.
Yeah. How about you? What do you think?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that my memories of this show are rose-tinted glasses, because I wasn't particularly impressed with either part of the episode. I mean, the animation was fine, the VAs were great, some of the jokes landed, but
I get you. It's not aged fantastically well, but by the same token, it was still fine.
I mean, I'm not saying it's bad, I'm just saying it's not as good as I remembered.
True.
I'm 95% sure that the only reason it's stuck in my brain at all is because of the theme tune.
Yeah, absolutely. It pops into my head unbidden now and again. It's great.
Well, my big problem lately is that I've been playing Dave the Diver.
Yeah.
So it does pop into the old noggin from time to time. But yes, let's do our usual wind down, shall we, Rick? Do you have a standout favourite moment?
Well, it's I've mentioned it already, but no, my room, all my dollies are in there.
And Fang having to desperately cover it up because she's not a girly girl.
Yeah, and then Uncle Oswich doing exactly the same thing, but also with his dollies, with, all my magical artifacts.
I mean, both can be true. They could be voodoo dolls.
Yeah. But yes, how about you? Favourite moment?
I don't know, man. Nothing really stood out, and I think that's part of the problem.
Sure.
I like the fact that there was a trumpet playing chicken. That was kind of amusing, I guess. I'll give my favourite moment to the uncle diving into the flying pig creature's mouth to try and save the chicken, because it was kind of a tender moment in an otherwise very unserious show.
Sure, I get you.
But yes, we can't only talk about the good, let's also talk about the bad. Rick, do you have a weakest link for me?
Well, you pointed it out that not a lot of things stood out, even though it was meant to be like a gag show. We've seen funnier shows, and most of the comedy here seems to be in the premise rather than things that happen.
I don't even think that's true. I think the things that happen are meant to be the gags, like, oh, isn't it wacky and zany that the kingdom is being attacked by a giant muffin? Which is very funny if you're 6.
Yeah, and it's funny to misspell things. We now have a cyclophobicologist. Here we go.
Yeah, it was a good gag to have that actually written on the sign. Like, there's good jokes here. They just didn't hit as hard as they probably should have.
Yep. But yes, how about you? Do you have a weakest link?
I honestly think that this show probably suffered a lot from the 10-minute formula.
I get you.
But I can't help but speculate that if the 20 minutes was dedicated to just one of these plots, it just would have made that one plot worse. So I don't know how you fix it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get you. Absolutely. Would this have been better as longer episodes? Maybe not. Would it have been better as shorter episodes? Possibly.
It wouldn't have worked any shorter. 10 is really the lightest you can do while still having a plot.
Sure. Yeah, okay.
Things have to have a plot, Rick. That's a fundamental rule, really. The plot can be nonsensical, but it has to be there.
Yeah.
But yes, let's end on a highlight, shall we, Rick? Who gets your MVP today?
I'm giving it to Fang, because I think she was generally the most entertaining character in both episodes. Even though everybody had a reasonable bite at the apple, I just generically like Fang's gremlin energy, and as you say, it was voiced by Dot.
Yeah. Well, I don't think the voice actor added much to the character, truth be told. Anyone probably could have voiced this character, but, it is nice to have a veteran on the team.
Yeah. How about you? Do you have a favourite? Do you have a MVP?
I'm going to give my MVP award to Dave the Barbarian theme tune, because it's really the only thing that stands out in this show, at least from the first 2 episodes. I'm sure I'm probably being super unfair, but I can live with that.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's incredibly iconic. And, maybe it should have taken my favourite moment was just hearing the theme tune again, but that feels a bit mean-spirited.
I don't know how iconic it is, because I imagine if you play this theme tune to someone who's 12 now, they'd probably just be like, what the fuck is this stupid shit?
Yeah.
I think it's heavily fueled by nostalgia. But anyway, it is what it is. We're going to bring the episode to a close today, guys. Thanks for joining us as always. We've got the comment section down below on the YouTubes and the Spotify. Let us know what you think, and remember, of Dave the Barbarian. Am I being overly harsh? Is Rick being overly kind? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
And hey, give us recommendations for other cartoons during this time period, because, you know, the mid-2000s was a bit grim pickings, wasn't it, Rick?
It was a bit. Like, what can I remember from now? Like, obviously you said Lloyd in Space when we were preparing for this.
I think Recess was around.
Yeah, Recess was around a little bit before this as well, so Recess was leading up to this. I remember Megas XLR as well from the same kind of time, which we've also reviewed already.
Man, that was when we were doing the flags.
We were before we did MVPs as a voice segment. But yes, if you don't have the comment section, you can instead send us an email to nonsensereviewuk@gmail.com.
Thank you, Rick, because I was worried you were going to throw it to me, and I'm like, well, that's not my job today.
No.
Yeah, if you send us an email, if it's witty, funny, or just plain entertaining, or informative even, we'll happily read it out on a future episode. But that does it for today. Join us next week for more Nonsense Review.
Bye, everybody.